As an interdisciplinary practitioner and a research scholar, I am attempting to address the potential forms from Bengal performative traditional practices to create my artistic language. Over the decades, my basic training was done at nearby border area of India and Bangladesh, where I witnessed many conflicts, violence around the landscape, and it left a major influence in my prior practice. For further education, I go through the transformation of landscapes to urban from cosmopolitan with more complex understanding of identity, belongingness, and the power. It also intersects the narrative of torture, collective traumas, untouchability. The public installation performance are means to active the space between the community members as well as the space. It is also weaves the story of resistance and chiseling out the collective trauma and partition narrative and genocides as well. Through the project Notto Company 0.4, its access to cultural practices from the Notto community to build up a collective and shared space through public and mobile installations. Questions are arose about their surnames, origins, and shifts from mangroves to wetlands. By creating a performative space, I urge to connect with audiences and I want to create a dialogue between viewers and engaging them through my practice and exploration. With exploring various kind of mediums like leather, animal-based pigments, paper, cloth, and earth colors, also the forms I recreate its address how the concept of untouchability transform from marginalized bodies to shadows to water. How an element of nature and even non-substance contain the symbolic violence of untouchability. It's also a revisit and weave those discourses together to extend the Dalit aesthetics or Dalit literature and arts. The idea was not only a particular case and class of people, but also for all those who toiled and exploited and oppressed. A body also represents the power structure, wherein the caste-based manipulation stored by myths around the body. In various discourses, we can find the Brahmanical concepts of power distribution on a body in the narrative of Manusmriti. Their head represents the hierarchical dominance of the body. In the project, headless acephaly responds the weakest form of a body without the head. Also, the weakest form of a body always carries its wound of suffering, memories of oppression, humiliation by state apparatus. Simultaneously, the body itself resists and tries to find its own identity. Sometimes it may not be fulfilled. As a visual practitioner, I'm trying to raise that kind of contradictory discourse by creating headless body on two and three dimensional surfaces. I used their sandalwood, cloth, bandage, blood, paper, earth color, found objects, LED lights with sound and lens based, use some lens based medium. Here I started to explore the paper and the pulp making process itself, a meaning making process, and the medium itself create a conversation and disrupt the visual normative. Also, the performances and the post performative objects are created and displayed to disrupt the space and time. The realization that I can't ignore the dark events following through the history to the present has convinced me of the necessary to re-examine the relationship between aesthetics and politics, identity and politics, and the body of art.